All right, there we go.
All right. It's Sonia again here with our final Q&A session with Dorian Anderson of Biking for Birds. We are going to finish off with some of the questions that you guys have sent in. Kind of talking about just the overall general questions about your year.
All right, fire away.
All right, first one is from Rob Furrow, and he wants to know about the overall structure of your days. When are you waking up? How much time do you spend getting ready and waking up before you head out to bird and bike? How many hours are you riding, logisticizing, relaxing?
So on and so forth. Well, I guess I can start with the fact that I only sleep about 6 to 6.5 hours a night. So I have a lot of time with which I can work. I'm very high energy and I just don't need a lot of sleep. So my day ends at midnight most nights and starts at around 6:30 in the morning. And depending upon how far I have to ride, I usually want to get my riding going right away because there's less traffic, it's cooler, there's less wind, and it's usually when birds are active and I want to get to where I'm going to see birds while they're actually doing things rather than the heat of the day. So on a day when I have to, my general philosophy is I would rather ride, get my riding done, and then bird at the end of the day. It's very hard to wake up and bird very heavily in the morning and then have to ride 70 or 80 miles in the afternoon. So every single day is different and there isn't really a formula. The big thing where I do spend a lot of time when I'm not biking or birding is doing the logistics. Like finding places to stay takes forever because I'm not doing the motel thing. If I was just shelling out bucks for a motel, it would be easy. Figuring out the best routes. Are the roads dirt? Where can I get water? Like that stuff takes forever. So, I mean, every minute of my day is being used for something productive. And sometimes, you know what, I need to veg and watch some baseball in the evening, but I'm sitting there working on the blog, or I'm editing photos, or I'm coming up with funny ideas to share with you guys in the blog. So there's no end to it. It goes and goes and goes and goes. It's a full-time job. It's like 2 full-time jobs.
Actually, Matt, just a side question. Your partnership with Best Western, how does that work?
In what respect?
So how do you book when you stay there? What have they offered? What is the partnership?
Yeah, so I mean, they've provided basically rooms for free for the whole year, and what I can do with them is I can just kind of, that's nice because I can just call them up and be like, look, I need a room, and assuming that I give them a day or two notice, that's always okay, and a lot of the time I've done that last minute. So that makes life a bit easier. It's really when I have to stay with people that life gets more difficult.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. All right. Another question from Jean Sebastian wants to know how you plan to celebrate the end of your big year.
I'm going to rent a Hummer and drive through the Arby's pickup window.
He's not renting a Hummer.
No, that's not true. I'm actually going to get a gold grill on my teeth with the number, hopefully my number that I get for my year in gold in my teeth. No, I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to sit on the sofa and I'm going to watch television for a month. I'm not going to ride the bike. I am going to eat healthy food. I'm going to detox. I will probably start to think about what this year has meant to me and maybe outline some potential book ideas, but I'm not going to write right away. I want to let this marinate and reflect for a bit. But the number one thing is just relax and spend time with Sonia. Relax and Sonia, and that's about
That leads us to the next, probably most important question that's been submitted from Bill. How do you merit such a nice, pretty girlfriend? How did you...
I'm not really sure. I mean, I just whisper sweet nothings in the ear that's like, Tufted, Puffin, Pribilof Islands.
Does it every time.
Cape May Point State Park. And she gets like all hot and bothered. And that seems to be how I do it. I just kind of throw out these bird things. And even though she claims not to be a bird, that's complete and pure rubbish. She's totally hooked, and she has her little list there, and she's ticking them off, and she's drawing field notes and things. So
his parents send me a lot of money to hang out with him.
Speaking
Speaking of money, actually, from Will You Donate wants to know, how's your fundraising going?
Fundraising was going really, really well for the middle part of the year, but has slowed quite a bit. And I know that we've taken on new blog readers. So if you look at the blog, you'll see this big green box in the upper corner, and you can use that link to donate. And 80% of that money is going to go to the conservation fund, and 20% is going to go to the ABA. So we're working to have bird-related programs in the ABA, and then mainly in-the-ground conservation with the conservation fund. And none of this goes to me. I pay for the whole adventure out of my pocket, and I'm using the blog as opposed to just donating the money I'd spend on the adventure to conservation. I'm using the blog as an amplification tool. So I need all of my readers to donate. And I'm getting really close to my species goal of 600, but I'm not as close to my fundraising goal of 100,000 as I'd like to be. So I know fundraising will pick up at the end of the year, but if you've been on the fence, even a $5, $10 donation would be fantastic. So whatever you can give the birds and I and everybody involved with the project, thank you.
Yes, thank you. So I think we've pretty much covered most of the questions. Some of the sillier questions perhaps you can answer through your blog.
Yeah, I'll do it in writing.
But thank you guys for submitting everything. It's been fun to kind of talk about your year and answer your questions. If you have anything, can be ongoing. So if there's anything that you feel like hasn't been answered or you're still curious about, shoot an email, a post.
Oh, wait, there was one question that came in. It seemed to come in from a lot of female readers. A lot of people were asking if I was going to model after this year, and I said, you know what, I'm going to be pretty busy doing a lot of other things, so I don't think a modeling career is in my future.
All right, thank you. Bye, everybody.